got you.
No, we don't have camera though.
Okay. It's a little behind it. Okay, cool.
Scoreboard. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that.
You said what?
Anyway, we are under 2 minutes in the third period, so you can see that the score has started to heat up, and there is an underneath scramble with the ball, and now Pompey able to push it up to Ellie Bryant. Ellie Bryant with the layup, and it is slapped away from the, and it looks like that is going to be called a foul on Elk City, so she will go for 2 to the line. Wagoner Lady Bulldogs 36, Elk City Elkettes 28. We'll get the scoreboard back up there running for you, but it should be okay for you. So looks like we've got a little bit of a disagreement on that last call that put Ellie Bryant to the line, and that will, in the shooting process, will put her there for 2 shots as soon as this discussion is over. Wagoner Bulldogs again 36, Elk City Elks 28, 1:42 left in this third period. There's still a discussion going on this last foul that's called that put Ellie Bryant to the line.
What did you say?
So we're still working on the scoreboard as Ellie Bryant hits her first. And now makes it 2 for 2 from the line. Wagoner Lady Bulldogs 38, Elk City Elks 28. Bulldogs have opened up their biggest lead of the game of 10. And here is number 11. And they're going to call a foul on the Bulldogs. Looks like maybe they're going to call Jada Riggs for her first foul. Team fouls for the Bulldogs, 3, for the Elkettes, 4. And again, we talked about this first half as the Elkettes go to the line, and that foul will be called on the floor. So now the foul calls even 4 and 4. And as we talked about first half, once they get to 5 team fouls for each period, then they're going to go to the line. Bulldogs up by 10 with 1:19 left in this third period. Still working on that scoreboard, so just hold on. That's Brown, way downtown, will not go. Bryant with the rebound. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we are back live. Hopefully everything is going on.
And I'll get it next time. All right. Well, thanks for the help, bro. We got it up, so.
Yeah, look at this. I took the picture and I was viewing in the background.
And here is Elk City trying to, here's the inside pass, and that will go off the Elkettes, out of bounds for the Bulldogs with 40 seconds left. Appreciate Garrett Sweeney, and Garrett Haddock is at the hospital with his mom right now. Hopefully, Laura, you're doing okay. And but we're on the phone with him, and Garrett tag teaming it. It looks like we're back in business. Appreciate April King logging on and letting us know that things are going well, and hopefully they still are. So here is Gracie Shieldknight underneath, and she'll put it in the bucket. And all of a sudden, Gracie Shieldknight has really started dominating underneath.
I haven't got to see it, but based on the score, I can believe that. Very true.
I believe that is 8 points just this period for her. Brooklyn Austin added a bucket and a 3, and then Ellie Bryant for 2. And I think Burke Hartzmeyer might have got a bucket in there, and that's where you got in the score of this third
Good
period.
block.
Good defense by Bryant. Brown for Elk City definitely won the foul there.
Yeah, definitely. She was looking at the rest, looking for something. So we couldn't get the scoreboard figured out.
Okay.
Hopefully tomorrow we can get that up where it's running, but the score is 40-28 and in the third quarter.
Appreciate Colston Humphreys
Wagoner
behind the camera today and providing you that shot of live of the scoreboard here in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. And again, had some technical difficulties there. And really, the Bulldogs went on quite the run as at a halftime. It was 26-25.
I think it was 24-25. Elk City was up 1. So
24-25. Okay.
Holding them to only 3 points in the third quarter total. Sounds like it was some very good defense from the Wagoner Bulldogs.
Yeah, so it looks like the Bulldogs went on a 16-3 run there in the third period. So very lively on both ends for the Bulldogs, at least, as Elk City is down by their biggest deficit of the contest, down by 12 as we await the start of the fourth period. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties, but looks like we're back in business and for this fourth period. All right, so Jason Bender watching from Wisconsin. We appreciate you logging on. April King, yep. The cheerleaders down there trying to cheer their Bulldogs on to victory. And we appreciate the work that they do throughout the year. And obviously coming to Okmulgee to cheer on the Lady Bulldogs. Here's Brown for a good backdoor pass.
It's a good way to start out the quarter for Elk City.
O'Hara with another bucket.
I'm not sure if Elk City was pressing in the third quarter because I wasn't able to see much of it, but looks like they're starting to pick up the pressure, try to speed up the Bulldogs again.
Here's Gilstrap. Ellie Bryant. Here's Shield Knight. Brooke Austin providing some spark in that third period. Here's Four Killer. Kicks it out to Gilstrap with a long 3. Will not go. Rebound Austin for the Bulldogs. Here's Shield Knight. Over to Four Killer. Gilstrap in the corner. Yes!
Ooh, knocked that one down.
Hannah Gilstrap couldn't get the first one to go. They kick it back out to her, and in the corner she goes. 43-30, Wagoner Bulldogs.
You know what they say, you never miss twice.
So we're going to pick up a foul here. It looks like Shield Knight will pick up at least her second.
Yep.
As you like to see that, you like to see what just happened with Gilstrap. She missed that first one, and her teammates kick it right back out there. No hesitation. Take the second one, nothing but net.
Absolutely. Looks like Brown got her own rebound there.
That was a nice turnaround by Campbell.
It's a good hustle way to stay with it.
Garbarimo with a nice short turnaround. Here's Four Killer. Four Killer won't go. Gets her own rebound, goes back up, and you really love to see that. You take the shot, you get your own rebound, go right back up and to the line.
It's not very often you see that happen back-to-back times on both ends of the court either.
So Jessup, Braden coming on, and you guys about 6th hour right now, so make sure you're doing your work as you're watching Bulldog basketball. Four Killer hits her first of the game, and I apologize for the bodies in front of the camera. It's a huge gym, but somehow we all chose to sit on our side. So here's Four Killer trying to get her daily double, and she does. Jalen Four Killer, the 5'7" junior for the Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs up again by 13. Here's Brown for the Elkettes. That's number 12, Pogue. Now number 10 with a short jump shot. I think that was partially blocked by Four Killer.
Got a hand on it, looks like.
O'Hara trying to score. Here's Cambry Pape on the other side and in. Cambry Pape with the strong move to the bucket.
That was some great transition offense from the Bulldogs. Way to look up court by Shield Knight. Way to be aggressive out of Pape right there.
And now the Bulldogs have opened up a 15-point lead as the Elkettes have stalled in the second half. Here's a turnaround by number 5, Garbarimo, and that was a nice jumper by her.
Absolutely. I think that's her second one where she's had a little turnaround J.
Here's Brooke Austin getting past the defensive press. Here's a inside to Shield Knight, and it goes Gracie Shield Knight with the assist by Brooke Austin. You were just talking about the transitions, Garrett.
Yep, they were very well taking that 1-on-2. They weren't hesitant. They weren't trying to, play the clock. You got to take a layup when you can get one. So, some great transition offense.
And we've got a foul called on the floor. Looks like it's going to be Brooke Austin who picks up her second. And that's great news as we go into the fourth period.
That's what I was thinking.
Couple, just a week ago or so, we were looking at the third period and had 4.
Yeah. So she continued to be aggressive with only having 2 fouls, and that's great news for the Bulldogs.
Here's number 10. That's O'Hara. Now it's number 22 in the paint. Walks out to Garbarimo. Won't go. Elk City with the great reverse layup after the rebound. That was Abby Brown for the Elk City Elkettes. And there's that transition again.
Elk City's trying to put on the pressure, and I think they're just sending too many forward. The Bulldogs are taking advantage of that. They got a 2-on-1 every single time going down the court. So way to look ahead and way to be strong with the ball as they advance it right there.
That's Brown with the long distance 3 rebound. Burkhartsmeyer, who just had that last bucket. Looks like Coulter has checked into the lineup for the Bulldogs, and now here's Elk City with the chance for transition. Will not go. Rebound, Bryant. Now we're going the other way as the pace has definitely picked up on both ends of the court.
And it looks like Coach Pape is trying to get them to slow it down, kind of take a breather, settle down, not take a shot. They didn't have numbers that time, so way to bring it out and slow down the ball.
Kim Witten, we appreciate you logging on, and everyone else that went through the technical difficulties with us through the third period, but we're back strong. And here's Bryant
drive
with the great drive, won't go, and now the turnover goes to Elk City.
A little over her head right there, but it's a great rebound still.
I like the aggressiveness.
I do
Being
too.
up by 15, you see a lot of teams try to, yes, you want to slow down the pace, but you're still always looking to score. You're just not looking to mark time off the clock and pass it around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then that usually spells turnover.
And it looks like Gracie Shield Knight picks up her third right there.
Okay.
Which again isn't too bad. She's a little closer to that 4 and 5, but you're not too worried about it with only about 3.5 minutes left in the fourth. So
Ulrich goes to the line for Elk City, and it will be Gracie's third foul with 3:27 left. Again, we appreciate you logging back on with us as we had to adjust some things and get things running again. The scoreboard is not on, just had too much trouble with that. We stopped messing with that. And we're back to the action here as Ulrich hits both of her free throws. Here's Brooke Austin beating the press, now going to the bucket all the way, and it goes Brooke Austin with a great play.
Yeah, use her quickness to get around and strong finish and one.
Yes, sir. We love to see that as Austin again takes it coast to coast and again stay aggressive on the offensive side. High percentage, goes to the line, gets the bucket, and now has a chance for the three-point play.
Absolutely.
And
it's 53 Bulldogs, Elk City 37 since we don't have a scoreboard up
their
there.
biggest lead. And there's Brown, won't go. Elk City with the rebound. Brown again. And here's the loose ball picked up by Bryant. The Bulldogs with their biggest lead of the game at 16. And that 16-4 run, whatever it was in the third period, has really opened up things here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, absolutely. It gives Wagoner a little cushion. You know, you make a couple mistakes, it's not going to hurt you too bad. And they haven't made very many of them in this fourth quarter, so. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to try to hold it a little bit, continue to look for layups, not try to force any threes or anything like that. And they get another layup. So
Brooke Austin again.
Quick and strong. Finish at the bucket.
Brooke, I believe, maybe a little bit mad about her last outing last week, and decides that she's always involved on the defensive side of things, and she's going to get involved on both this time. With only 2 fouls, she's feeling pretty lucky right now.
Oh, and Shieldnight with another block. I didn't see the third quarter, but that's at least her third from the 3 quarters I've got to watch. So.
I believe that was a 3 and 2 or 3 buckets by Brooklyn Austin, along with Shieldnight and Burkhartsmeyer for this period scores.
And that might be the last time we see Shieldnight in today's game.
Yeah, might be.
As long as they keep this cushion, I think that they are looking for tomorrow's game, trying to get her out and get some rest early.
1:40 left in this contest as this fourth period seems like it has really flown by. And Brooke Austin, and you're right, Garrett. And here's Austin going to the hole, and again goes in for the layup. Brooke Austin.
I think that's a 6-0 run by herself right there.
I believe you're right, as the Bulldogs now have opened up their biggest lead of the game. 1:27 left in this contest, and the Bulldogs are up by 20, 57-37. And again, at halftime, Garrett, the score was 25-24 Elk City.
Yeah, I didn't get to see what happened in that third quarter, but it was definitely in Wagoner's favor. They exploded on the offensive end, and I'm sure they did a great job on defense, only allowing the Elkettes to only have 3 points. So third quarter was a big opener. They came out strong. Even though I didn't get to see it, it sounds like it was a great quarter for the Bulldogs.
Both you and I were trying to get, we got Garrett on the phone. We got 3 minds trying to figure out what went wrong. And took us almost a whole period, but we got it back. And the Elk City Elks now living on a prayer. Here's Brown, and that'll help. Abby Brown with the bucket for Elk City, but I believe it's a little too late.
Yeah.
57-39 now. We're under 1 minute to play, and Jalen Fourkiller with the ball backs up, and this game is going to go the Bulldog way, and they will remain alive in the area tournament.
It looks like Elk City's not going to foul. They're just going to continue to play aggressive defense, hoping for a loose ball or a steal, but it looks like they are agreeing with what the outcome is probably going to be here.
30 seconds now left in this period. Fourkiller with the ball. We know it says regional action on your screen at home, but it actually, this is, and that's Coulter putting up a bucket in these last seconds. It's actually area action of the area tournament. We are in the quarterfinals, and the Elk City Elks unfortunately will be going home on a long distance journey. But here's the thing about that. They have nothing to hang their heads about. The last buzzer has sounded. The score 59-39 here in Mulgee, Oklahoma. But Garrett, Elk City has nothing to be ashamed about, because to make it to this far, it doesn't matter what your original season, your regular season record was. None of that matters once you get to the tournament.
Absolutely.
And here they are into the 4th game of the tournament, and they're still playing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so there's nothing for them to be ashamed about. Yes, they have a long trip home, and we wish them well, but, a valiant effort. But the Bulldogs Gracie Shield Knight and Brooke Austin, especially in the second half, just proved to be too much for the Elk City Elks.
Yeah, absolutely. The Elks had a great season, especially making area is no small feat for sure. There's a lot of teams that aren't playing today, so that's very great for them. Unfortunately, they're going home, and the Bulldogs came out on top, coming back tomorrow for, I'm not sure their opponent is, but they'll be playing at 1 o'clock again, so we're ready for that action tomorrow.
So looks like Jamie is saying that Elk City beat Wagoner back in the day in the state tournament, so a little bit of
really?
payback tonight.
They didn't know it, but they came back out on top, got some payback.
So we appreciate everyone that logged on today and dealt with our technical difficulties here, but we were able to get back on when the Bulldogs started just pulling away and really took control of all the second half.
Yeah.
And it just proved to be too much for the Elkettes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we will call it a day here. Good day to all of you who logged on wherever you may be. Kentucky, Florida, Wisconsin, and all over Oklahoma watching Friday Night Bulldogs and the Wagoner Lady Bulldogs take care of business in quarterfinal action here in the area tournament. We will be back right here tomorrow, same place, same time, and we are going to pull LJ Kangas out of retirement tomorrow, and he is going to be calling play-by-play with me, and looking forward to that. And I believe the Wagoner Lady Bulldogs are looking for the result between Purcell and Bristow, I think.
Yeah, I believe Bristow.
So with that being said, Bristow, it was just a week ago that we were playing them in the quarterfinals of regional action.
Yeah,
I believe that was the very first game.
Yep.
Wagoner Lady Bulldogs able to take control of that game, and I think they won by 18 or 20, something like that.
Yeah, a good, comfortable win for sure.
And so that's what got them into the regional finals, fell to Stillwell. So we're on the consolation side of the bracket, and that's what we were doing here today. So depending on the outcome of, I believe they play tonight, Purcell and Bristow, we may have a repeat or a rematch of the quarterfinal of regional action from last week.
Yes.
So the Bristow Pirates, I believe you were with me calling the game on that one, and the Bulldogs really, by about second period, had kind of taken control of that game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we watched them play against, I believe it was Stigler. I think maybe the next day. And, I think the Lady Bulldogs held Bristow to about 20, maybe 30 points. We watched them put up about 60 against Stigler. So that just attests to how good the Wagoner Bulldogs defense is and can be. So, and I think that showed here today as well against an Elk City team. So
yeah, you're right. I think the score actually was 50-29 last week. Around midway through third period is when the Bulldogs took control. And yes, we did show up the next day and watched that same Bristow team hang 64 on a really scrappy Stigler team.
Yes.
So that might be what we see tomorrow. We're going to await the results, but it may be a team that we, as far as I know, maybe Wagoner has never played in Purcell. So we'll have to see what happens there. But we appreciate everyone that's logged on. There's still those of you who are with us. I'm not sure who we have here in the boys game, but we are going to pack up the stuff here and maybe grab a bite to eat before we head back to the dub. So we appreciate everyone that logged on today, and congratulations to our Lady Bulldogs as they advance to semifinal action of the area tournament. That will be right here, Okmulgee, Oklahoma, at the MSVOE Dome. And I believe that's Creek for Muskogee. Yeah, and we will be here live on Friday Night Bulldogs. We hope to see you there if you can't make it here to the court. So that's going to do it for us. For Colston Humphreys behind the camera, Garrett Sweeney on the color, I'm Jeremy Holmes saying good afternoon and God bless America.